In August 1991, die-hard communists staged a coup. Boris Yeltsin became the voice of democratic resistance. The coup collapsed. Gorbachev survived the plot, but his prestige was destroyed, and the Soviet Union's days were numbered.
The end of December 1991, Mikhail Gorbachev went on Soviet television. He told his viewers that the Soviet Union would, within a few days, cease to exist legally. After 7 decades, the Soviet Union was over. It was finished. Fade to black.
The president of Russia was Boris Yeltsin. Unlike Gorbachev, Yeltsin wanted to move fast. He chose the young reformer Yegor Gaidar as the man to turn Russia into a market economy.
For Gaidar, it was a shock. There was no money in the treasury, there was no gold, there was not even enough grain to get through the winter. It was unclear who was even in charge of the nuclear weapons. Gaidar later said that it was like flying in an airplane and going into the cockpit and finding no one at the controls.
It was clear to me that the country was not functioning, the economy was not working, and that if nothing was done, and everyone feared that nothing would be done, it would end in catastrophe, even a famine.
Gorbachev's halfway reforms had left the economy in a tailspin. Every essential was in short supply.
We've been queuing every day to get something. Sugar, matches, salt. The stakes really were very high. Economic situation was absolute disaster. Inflation was about 20% a month. The shelves stood empty. The prices were skyrocketing. Gaidar had to move very fast.
Gaidar was now in charge of the entire Russian economy, and he was still only 35. He assembled a team of youthful free market reformers, among them 36-year-old Anatoly Chubais. Communist hardliners nicknamed them the little boys in pink shorts. Jeffrey Sachs, now 36, was called on to advise on economic reform.
I, of course, had the Poland experience in mind. Russia turned out to be something quite different.
The parliament was dominated by communists and other parties that opposed reform.
Gaidar was under remarkable political attack from the first moment. It wasn't 7 days after the start of reform that the head of the parliament called for the resignation of the government, for example.
Gaidar and his team wanted to use economic reforms as a political weapon to smash the old communist system before it destroyed them.
It was more a survival tactic. How can we destroy the communist centrally controlled economy? Let's destroy the army, let's destroy the KGB, and let's destroy centrally controlled planning, rather than how are we going to build an economy